Thank you for coming by. This is an American Project. We're going to take a look at what's going on with Mayorkas and the impeachment vote. This is how it breaks down. The House Republicans' impeachment case against Alejandro Mayorkas, the Homeland Security Secretary, boils down to a simple allegation. He has broken a law by refusing to enforce immigration statutes that aim to prevent migrants from entering the United States without authorization. The Homeland Security Committee approved articles of impeachment against Mr. Mayorkas on a party-line vote early Wednesday morning, setting the stage for a vote of the full House next week. If impeached, he would be only the second cabinet secretary to receive that punishment in American history, the first in 148 years, and the only one to be indicted by Congress. Republicans have moved forward with the process, even though constitutional scholars, past secretaries of Homeland Security, and even some former legal advisors to former President Donald J. Trump have noted that nothing Mr. Mayorkas is accused of rises to the level of high crimes and misdemeanors, the standard for impeachment laid out in the Constitution. The GOP argues that the Secretary's failure to uphold certain aspects of immigration law is itself a constitutional crime, but in the United States, the President and his administration have wide latitude to control the border, and Mr. Mayorkas has not exceeded those authorities. The impeachment articles that the House Homeland Security Committee approved accuse Mr. Mayorkas of flouting several provisions of the Immigration and Nationality Act that say deportable migrants shall be detained until they can be removed from the country. They charge that the Secretary pursued a catch and release scheme to allow inadmissible migrants into the United States, knowing that it would be difficult or even impossible to ensure they would later appear in immigration court for removal proceedings. What the charges do not take into account, however, is that Mr. Mayorkas also has the legal authority to determine which migrants to prioritize for detention, given limited bed space and long backlogs in immigration courts. Congress loves passing laws that are impossible to execute, said Aaron Ricklin-Melnick, the policy director at the American Immigration Council, adding that enforcing detention mandates is often a question of resources. The United States has not had enough detention beds to accommodate the number of migrants awaiting removal proceedings for several years. Well before President Biden took office, even the Trump administration released migrants into the country because the maximum detention capacity, about 55,000 in 2019, was not enough to accommodate the number of arrivals seeking entry. Mr. Trump's remain in Mexico policy, requiring some migrants to wait for their immigration court dates outside the United States, which Republicans want to reinstate, did not apply to all migrants making claims at the border. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the impeachment and see how it went. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of information missing here. There's a lot of funny business going on down there at the border. There's a lot of dishonesty happening. Apparently, a lot of people are crossing the border and they're not doing anything about it. They've tore the wall down. They just want to speed up the process. You know, all that time they want to get rid of everybody, but now they want to bring in all these foreigners. I don't get it. I can't say I understand it. I mean, they push their own people to get rid of their own kids, you know, through this my body, my right deal, and then they take and bring all these foreigners in. It just blows my mind. I don't get it. All right. How every member voted on impeaching Alejandro Mayorkas. The House rejected a resolution Tuesday night to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, the Homeland Security Secretary, over his handling of the southwestern border. The vote was 214 to 216, with 4 Republicans joining all 212 Democrats in voting no. Republicans have accused Mr. Mayorkas of refusing to uphold the law and breaching the public trust by willingly failing to prevent a surge of migrants over the U.S. border with Mexico. They have not produced evidence that he committed a crime or acts of corruption. At least that's what they say. Republicans who hold a narrow House majority could only have afforded to lose the support of 2 members for the impeachment to pass. One of the 4 who voted no, Representative Blake Moore of Utah, changed his vote at the last minute to file a motion for the House to reconsider. Republicans hope to take up the impeachment a second time when Representative Steve Scalise of Louisiana, who was battling cancer and was not present, returns. So there is some good news in there. Maybe it'll work next time. The 3 Republicans that voted no are as follows: Ken Buck, Mike Gallagher, Tom Clintock. Okay, there you have it. Thanks for coming by. This is an American Project. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Trying to get to that 1,000 mark, and I can't wait to get there. Please give a hand. Thank you, and have a great day. God bless.